Hello, and thank you for listening to this 30-minute sample of Gone Home, presented by the video Game Narratory project. My name is Brooke, and I will be narrating this playthrough.
Hi, Mom. So I got my ticket home from Europe. I get back on June 6th, but it's a really late flight because that was the cheapest, so it gets in at midnight. But don't worry, I'll get a shuttle from the airport so you don't have to pick me up. Like, really seriously, you don't have to. Okay, so, love you. See you soon. Bye.
Gone Home. June 7th, 1995, 1:15 AM. We start the game in the porch of a large house. To our right are two travel bags. There is a label on the closest bag which reads, Name, Caitlin Greenbrier, Destination, Portland, Flight Number 270, Date, June 6th, 1995. In the porch is some wooden deck furniture, some potted plants, and a cabinet with a lamp on it. We approach the door. The door's locked. There's a note attached to the door which reads, Katie, I'm sorry I can't be there to see you, but it is impossible. Please, please, don't go digging around trying to find out where I am. I don't want Mum and Dad, which is crossed out, and anyone, written above, to know. We'll see each other again someday. Don't be worried. I love you. Sam. We need to find a key for the door. We approach the cabinet on the left and open it. Inside is a mess of Christmas lights and a Christmas duck. When we hover over the Christmas duck, a prompt appears which says grab Christmas duck. For the rest of the playthrough, whenever I refer to a prompt, I am referring to the text that appears whenever I hover my cursor over certain objects. For example, when I move the cursor over the Christmas duck, a text prompt appears which reads, Good old Christmas duck. And for the rest of the playthrough, whenever you hear me refer to prompts, I am referring to this contextual text. Most items in the game will not have anything interesting in the prompts. Most items will simply read, grab soda can. But occasionally the game will give us a context-sensitive prompt, which can give us some insight into the objects we're picking up. Typically this happens whenever we encounter objects that Caitlin has encountered before and has a little bit of her own input to add. We pick it up. Underneath the duck is a key. We take the key and walk back to the door. We can now open the door, and we are prompted to check the contents of our backpack. Opening our backpack, we can see inside there is a passport, a boarding pass, and the key we just picked up. Reading our passport, we can see that our name is indeed Caitlin Greenbrier. We were born 12th of December, 1973. We're female, and our place of birth is the United States of America. Reading our boarding pass, we can see that we departed from Amsterdam, our destination was Portland, and we transferred via Cincinnati. We use the key to open the door. Stepping inside the house, we can see that we are indeed in a very large mansion. Most of the lights in the house are off. Directly in front of us is a large set of stairs which goes up to the first floor. To our left is an open doorway which appears to lead to a bathroom, and some boxes, with front hall written on one of them. There is also a hallway that leads further into the house, to the left. On our right is a closed door, and another hallway. Heading to our left first, there is a folder on the desk. Opening the folder, we can see that it contains an invoice. The invoice is for Wellspring Movers Inc. It lists items such as Box's kitchen, Box's master bed, Box's child's bed, Boxes overweight, library. Boxes office, television 24-inch, television 14-inch. And it lists quantities for all of these items. The grand total written on the invoice, including packaging, delivery and insurance, is $2,750. And the invoice is addressed to Terence Greenbrier, 1 Arbor Hill, Boone County, Oregon, 97141.
Dear Katie, so much has changed, even just since you've been away. We moved into this house. I'm in a new school, and my big sister being gone for a year doesn't make it any easier. It doesn't feel real, but I'm not gonna let it faze me. I used to tell you everything, and if I can't do it in person, because you're off gallivanting around who knows where, I'll tell it to this journal, just like I was talking to you.
At certain points, audio journals will trigger when we investigate certain items. Moving forward now, we move into the bathroom, which we saw to our left. The light is off. We find the light switch and turn it on. The bathroom is quite small. It contains a sink and a single toilet. There are also some cupboards. Inside the cupboard is a magazine called Author Magazine. One of the headlines reads, "The Blank Page, How 20 Top Authors Conquer It." The cupboard also contains toilet paper, band-aids, and cleansing powder. We move on from the bathroom. On the other side of the hall is a chest of drawers. It's dark in this corner, so we turn a lamp on. Inside the top drawer is a note. The note is titled, "Directions to Work from New Home," and it lists several directions including a roughly drawn map of the area. Travel time, 1 hour, 10 minutes, ? There's nothing else of interest in this chest of drawers except several scattered notes and receipts. Moving now to the closed door on the right of the hallway, we can open it and it reveals a small closet. After turning the light on in the closet, we can see several coats and jackets hung up on clothes hangers, a board game, and several cardboard boxes, one of which is labelled Front Hall. One of the jackets has Goodfellow High School and the symbol of an owl on the back. And on another of the jackets is a name tag. The name tag reads, Tacoma County Forestry Service, Janice Greenbrier, Senior Conservationist, and there is a picture of a woman on it. We leave the closet. On our way out of the closet, we can see behind the drawers that we opened earlier a card that's been knocked down the back. The card reads, "Have a doggone cool 17th birthday," and there is a rather lazily edited image of a dog wearing sunglasses on the front. The card looks rather cheap. Inside is written, "Happy birthday Sam, Uncle Harvey." Heading now into the hallway to the right of the stairs, we can see there are 2 bookcases. On the first bookcase is 2 trophies and a skull. The skull is decorated and painted with very traditional Day of the Dead style paintings, which are all very colourful, lots of greens and yellows and blues and reds. When we hover over the first trophy, the prompt reads, "Pick up one of my trophies." The plaque on this trophy reads Regional Track and Field Finals, April 21st, 1990. Girls 100 metre relay. First place, Jamie Bloom, Carla Jones, Shauna Rossi, and Caitlin Greenbrier. The second trophy has the prompt, "Pick up my old track trophy." The plaque on this one reads, Regional Track and Field Finals, April 22nd, 1991. Girls Long Jump Event, Caitlin Greenbrier, first place. There is a dresser in the corner of this hallway. We need to turn on a lamp to illuminate it. In the top drawer of this dresser is a letter. It reads, "Dear Jan, it's so good to hear from you again. All this new house business sounds like quite the adventure. Remember the little dorm room we shared, freshman year, when we were miserable fantasizing about our dream homes? I always said I wanted a mansion. You said you just wanted a house in the woods. Look who got both. Somebody up there likes you. I could use some of that magic. Send me some lotto numbers, I'll play them, seriously. But I shouldn't be complaining about this good old split level we've had since Bob got transferred to Winnipeg. We just got new vinyl siding. Jealous yet? Let me know if you ever want to trade places. So how are the girls doing? Has Katie left on her big European adventure yet? Speaking of jealous. Right back soon. I miss you, roomie. Carol." The letter is printed on a purple page with a flower decal in the bottom right. Leaving this cabinet and turning to the door to the rest of this hallway, we can find that it is locked. So we turn around and head to the left hallway instead. In the left hallway there are also some drawers and cabinets. On one of the cabinets is an answering machine and a phone and a note. We read the note. The note reads, "Sam, Daniel from the old neighborhood called. He wants to come see the new house. Call him back." Mom, Daniel is a total weirdo. The only reason I ever hung out with him in the first place is he had a Nintendo when we were little. In the drawer next to the phone is a worldwide timetable of flights, in which is written, Katie's departure, 7th of June, 1994, flight 881, 12:10 to Amsterdam. We can see that the answer phone has 3 unread messages.
Sam. Sam. Hello. Sam. Sam, where are you? Really? I need to talk to you. Please be there.
Hi, Mom. So I got my ticket home from Europe. I get back on June 6th, but it's a really late flight because that was the cheapest, so it gets in at midnight. But don't worry, I'll get a shuttle from the airport so you don't have to pick me up. Like, really, seriously, you don't have to. Okay, so, love you. See you soon. Bye.
On the wall to the left of the phone is hung a family portrait. In the family portrait we can see a family of 4. The father is wearing a suit and tie, he has glasses and a bushy grey moustache. The mother has curly blonde hair and is wearing a cardigan and pearls. The eldest daughter is wearing a V-neck with a necklace. She also has curly blonde hair. And the youngest daughter has messy blonde hair and is wearing a plaid shirt. The door to the left hallway opens. We find ourselves in a very dark hallway. At the end of the dark hallway, there is an open door with a pulsating light coming through the doorway. We find a light switch. There's a door immediately on our left. It opens into another small closet. In this closet, there are only cardboard boxes and a backpack. The backpack has a pin on it, which reads, "Heavens to Betsy," and there is an anatomical diagram of a heart. Putting the pin back, we can see there is a note sticking out of the backpack. The note reads, Welcome, new student. We hope that you're as excited about your first day at Goodfellow High School as we are. Please be sure to bring the following with you on your first day of classes so that you can get right into the swing of things. 1 sturdy folder with pockets for each of your 6 class periods. 1 line notebook per period, or 1 large notebook with 6 divided sections. At least 6 pens, blue or black ink, and 6 pencils. 1 box of coloured pencils. A standard combination lock for your assigned locker. A nutritional lunch, or $2.50 for a lunch provided by the school's cafeteria. A positive attitude. Of the list, every item except a positive attitude is crossed out. Please remember to get plenty of sleep the night before and be ready for the first bell to ring at 8 a.m. See you soon, and again, welcome. Beth Valance, Principal.
Oh my god. You are so lucky you finished high school before we moved into this house. So, it's the first day of school, and there I am, introducing myself to the class. And I say that I just moved into the house on Arbor Hill. All of a sudden, every kid in the room turns and just stares like I suddenly transformed into a mutant. I just stood there, wishing pretty hard for a rewind button. Because now maybe nobody knows my name, but they all know who I am. The Psycho House Girl. Great.
Leaving the closet, we move back to the hallway. Heading further into the hallway, we can see there's another cabinet. On top of the cabinet is a postcard, and the prompt reads, "Hey, it's one of the postcards I sent." On the front of the postcard is a picture of the Eiffel Tower and the word Paris. On the back, we can see that the postcard is addressed to Mom, Dad, and Sam, 1 Arbor Hill, Boone County, OR 97141, USA. And there is an arrow drawn to 1 Arbor Hill and the note, Weird. The postcard reads, "Hi Mom, Dad, and Sam. I'm in Paris. I have done many Parisian things, including eating le petit déjeuner and wearing a beret. I'm going to have lots of film to develop when I get back. Sam, I'm bringing you back something from the Shakespeare Book Company, since you are my favourite sister. Love you all, Katie." Searching through the cabinet, we can see in the top drawer is an obituary. The obituary reads, Oscar Doc Massan. Doc in quotation marks. Oscar Massan, 60, of Boone County, died peacefully last month in his home. Mr. Massan was born on September 8, 1933, in the house that would be his home for the rest of his life. He attained his degree in pharmacy at a young age, and returned to Boone County to practice. He quickly became a well-loved figure at the centre of the community. In the decades preceding his passing, he was seldom seen outside his house. A service will be held this Sunday at the First Methodist Church at 1 p.m. All are welcome. His survivors include his nephew, Terence Greenbrier, as well as, in spirit, the people of Boone County, to whom he provided wellness and comfort. In the same drawer there is also a photograph. Examining the photograph, we can see a young girl with pink hair, wearing military uniform. The name badge attached to the front of her uniform reads DeSoto. There's no other context for this photograph, so we put it back. Approaching the open doorway, which is emitting the pulsating light that we saw earlier, we can hear what is possibly either someone speaking on the radio or a television. We can see a trash bin. Next to the trash bin is a crumpled note. Reading the note, we can see that it's been torn in half. On the note is written a conversation between 2 people, one of which is writing in grey pencil, and the other is writing in blue pen. The first person writing in grey pencil writes, "Hey, are you the new girl Sam? I'm Tommy. I'm at the back behind you. Wave if you get this, and write back." And the blue pen replies, "Hi Tommy. Yes, I'm Samantha, and yes, I'm new. What's up?" Tommy replies, "I just thought, since you're new, maybe you could use a friend. I don't have a lot of friends either, and so I thought I'd ask something if you don't mind. Do you mind?" Underneath the question are written the letters Y and N. And Samantha has circled the N. "No, I don't mind. What did you want to ask?" and Tommy replies, "Was it just your uncle who went psycho, or does it run in the family?" Heading now into the room with the light coming from it. The room is dark, but in the room is a TV which has been left on. The TV appears to be playing some kind of repeating signal.
This is a severe weather warning. The Northwest Weather Service reports high winds and torrential rain conditions affecting the following counties: Austin County, Boone County, Dawn County, Tacoma County, and Wistaria County. Residents are strongly urged to stay indoors and secure all windows and doors. Flood conditions are expected at lower elevations.
The TV signal repeats. On the screen is written, "Stormwatch Channel 5, Severe Weather Warning, Western Region." We turn the TV off so it's not distracting. However, after we turn the TV off, the room is dark and we must look for a light switch. This is the TV room. On a table to the right of the door we can see that there is a cassette tape and a tape player. We can pick the cassette up and insert it into the tape player. Next to the table with the tape player are two bookcases full of books. On the second bookcase at the bottom is a small box containing a note and a book. The prompt when we hover over the book says, "It's that book that Dad wrote." Picking the book up we can see the author is Terence L. Greenbrier and the title is The Accidental Savior. On the front cover of the book we can see an image of the former President of the United States, John F. Kennedy, more commonly known as JFK, and this image appears to be framed by the reticle of a sniper scope. The back of the book reads, November 21st, 1963, John Russell knows that the President's life hangs in the balance, but who would believe him? Not just another James Bond, T. Wales, Mummy, a high-class political thriller, Nicholas Wolfe, Removed, Mercury Bucks. The letter next to the book reads, Terry, hey man, how have you been? I know you're a published author and everything, but my editor at Hi-Fi Aficionado has too much review work to go around, and he's looking for another freelancer. Naturally, I thought of you. You were saying in your last letter how much of a pain it's been trying to find a publisher for your latest work. And writing stereo reviews is dead simple. Sit at home with a glass of scotch, listen to some records, and write up how it sounds. And then get paid. I've included some issues of the mag to use as examples. If you're interested, send some samples to my editor, and tell him your old college chum Mike sent you. Here's the address. David Werning, Reviews Editor, Hi-Fi Aficionado Magazine, 88 Downing Street, Suite 4. Do it, Mike. The letter is dated 3rd of February, 1978. Across from the bookshelves are two more bookshelves, but these are full of VCR cassette tapes. They all appear to be blank tapes which have been recorded onto. Many of them have labels featuring movies. Some examples are The Andromeda Strain, Airplane / Moonraker, Blade Runner Director's Cut, Clash of the Titans, The Time Machine plus Clue, Fantastic Voyage / Top Gun. And then there is a stack of cassettes. The top one has the label JFK, and then below we have X-Files Season 1, Episodes 14 to 17, X-Files Season 1, Episodes 10 to 13, and then below that 3 more X-Files cassettes. In the corner of the TV room is a closet. The only thing inside the closet of interest is a story, which we can pick up, which reads, The Heaven at the Edge of the World, Samantha Greenbrier, Grade 2. Story, The Turtle People, Part 1. And on the front page, there's several stickers of turtles, and a childish drawing of pirates and a pirate ship. Heaven is spelt wrong. Captain Allegra looked off at the ocean. It went on forever, or so it seemed. Someday she would find the edge, and get to the paradise there. Then she heard a cannon fire. Boom! It was the black pirate ship. She yelled, I thought we lost them at Horse Island. The first mate said, Looks like you fought too soon. The black ship came up along the side. Captain Black himself came out on the deck of the black ship. He yelled to Captain Allegra, You're never gonna find the edge. There ain't no paradise and your father were a liar. Captain Allegra yelled back, Then why do you keep following us, you imbecile? Spelt rather wrong. The first mate yelled out, We'll stop you, Captain Black. We'll find the edge of the world, and you'll see her father was no liar. The battle kept going until Captain Allegra's ship got away. Now west, she said, and the ship sailed towards the sunset. Looking at the TV cabinet now, we can see there's a book on top. The book is titled Making Friends Even When You're Shy by Philip Ackerman. The back of the book reads, Feeling lonely? It's a piece of cake to make friends. Never worry again about having friends to spend time with. This book will teach you to make friends even when you're shy. And on the front of the book is a post-it note which reads, Sam, thought this might help. Dad.
You know that feeling where the first moment you see someone, it's like they have a big gold star around them, and you have to get to know them? Well, there's this girl. I think she's a senior. She's usually dressed kind of punk, but sometimes I see her in this, army uniform, and she's always drawing in this notebook, looking so intense. I had no idea how I would ever, have an excuse to talk to her. Till I noticed she and her friends hang out and play Street Fighter at the 7-Eleven every day after school.
Below the TV we can see more blank cassette tapes and several wires exposed as though an appliance has been pulled out. On a small table to the right of the TV is a box with a shipping label on it. The label reads, David Werning, Hi-Fi Aficionado Magazine, 88 Downing Street, STE4, New York, NY, 10014. Notify sender of new address, Greenbrier Terrace, 1 Arbor Hill, Boone County, OR 97141. To the right of the box is a letter, which reads, Hi Terry, enclosed please find a Pioneer CLDD 703 unit, with remote and cables. We need a half-page review for the October issue, so that gives you about 2 weeks to get us the copy for edit. Standard stuff like you gave us on the CLDD 502. It's a combi player, so check its CD playback with a few discs, as well as Laserdisc, and they want us to definitely hit on the signal-to-noise ratio and Toslink stuff for high-end buyers. Looking forward to your take on it. Enjoy the unit. Dave. On the coffee table, we can see an empty pizza box, and several notes, and a coffee mug. Inside the TV cabinet is a button, which reads Bratmobile. In the middle of the room, a pillow fort has been made using cushions from the large sofa. If we bend down and look inside the pillow fort, we can see a book titled Hauntings and Poltergeists by Leonard O'Rourke. The back reads, Poltergeists and Hauntings. Find out the truth behind stories that were familiar even to our pagan ancestors. Discover how to tell a hoax from a genuine haunting, how to categorize and understand strange phenomena you may encounter. Learn about the unhappy spirits that share the earth with us, and what they can teach us about the connection with the natural world. A Dogwood paperback. Leonard O'Rourke. There's also a soda can lying on the floor in the pillow fort. The soda is called Dr. Jitters, in branding that evokes Dr. Pepper. Examining the sofa, we can see that there's a ticket that's fallen behind one of the cushions. The ticket is for the Coliseum, the showplace of Oregon. The back reads, location, Theatre Free, title, Pulp Fiction, date, October 21st, 1994, time, 7:15 p.m, price, $5.75. And the final thing to investigate in the room is a side cabinet by the end of the sofa. We can see next to a watermark that's been left by a mug, a cutout from a TV listing magazine. The cutout details an entire day's worth of TV programming, but the only thing that's been circled with a red pen is The X-Files at 9 p.m. on Channel 25. Thank you for listening to our sample. I hope you enjoyed it. The Video Game Narratory project's aim is to turn video game playthroughs into audiobook-like experiences. Rather than the normal video plus commentary style Let's Play content you might be familiar with, this will be an audio plus narration based narratory track. That's narration plus commentary. Our philosophy is centered around making content that would be the most accessible to the blind and visually impaired community, and we believe that this philosophy will allow us to make the best content for everyone, whether you are indeed a member of the blind community or you're a sighted person who wants to experience the game on their drive to work. We've made this sample in order to prove that what we're making at VG Narratory is worth your attention and anticipation, and we hope we have delivered. Sometime in March, hopefully early March, we will be launching a Kickstarter, the aim of which will be to allow us to make a lot more of this style of content at the same high level of quality. When we launch the Kickstarter, we will also be releasing the full playthrough of Gone Home, along with 2 hours of Dark Souls narration in what we will be calling the Proof of Concept package. This and all future post-funding content will be completely free and available via YouTube and podcast RSS feeds. We will have more info in the future. For now, feel free to share this sample with your friends and look forward to more information over the next few weeks. You can follow us on Twitter at VG Narratory or join our mailing list at vgnarratory@groups.io. If you'd like to support us financially on a more regular basis, we have a Patreon page that is up and available. We'll be expanding the Patreon more as we move past the initial Kickstarter, but for now all Patreon money will go to covering the labour done by our editor Ashley and for the channel artwork.